Wet ball, wet ball. Welcome to the Marmanor. Things are changing a little bit around here. Children have been allowed out for the first time and we get a sense that the lockdown is easing.
Yeah, we might be allowed out by this time next weekend. Their rules are changing to allow more than one adult out at a time, so we might be able to go out for a little walk together.
Yeah, that would be nice. Life on board, though, is pretty much the same, I would say.
Yes.
So I hope you like the film.
Coming up, we have a good breeze for our latest trip to get water. We're allowed into a marina to check on one of our patron's boats. And practice makes perfect. My paddleboard skills are improving. The week began with an unsettled sea, and all we can do is sit and wait. The circling seagulls know the storm is coming. It is just a matter of when.
Oh yeah, that's the lightning actually within the cloud up there. It's not coming down to earth. It's just within there.
A bit late to remember we'd left our shoes on the push pit.
Rescue the shoes.
Seemed like a good idea at the time to leave them out.
Then, as always, the calm after the storm.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue.
Yeah, good job.
What would really help if you sat on the other side? Because it's much easier for me to row without you in it.
I'm paddling. Paddling's helping. Anyway, this is supposed to be an exercise in exercise.
Yep.
Paddle back to front as well.
Hey?
They are curved slightly, the paddles.
Oh.
Have them back to front.
Oh, is that why I wasn't doing it very well?
The open sea cannot take this anymore.
And a chance for a walk on the island.
And the purple ones, that is in just, I don't know, just the 3-4 weeks we've been here.
The island is thriving on the cycle of the weather. Rain, then calm, then sun. Then rain, then calm, then sun. But for us it feels a bit like this.
In Groundhog Day.
I'm reliving the same day over and over.
And over. And over. Ankle long.
We've run out of water.
Again, we need more water and more gas. Time to go back to the Thomas Maistre Marina. We have a good breeze and it's great for Fair Isle to be moving. In these conditions, you can really feel how much power she has. On the way, a call from home. Our first grandchild is walking.
Oh wow, that's standing up. Is he walking? Yay. Go on, Isaac, you can do it.
He does do a few more steps now. He's sort of
Does he?
a couple of steps most times.
The marina will let us fill up our tanks, so I take advantage of the last of the rainwater we collected before we arrive.
I figured if we used all the water we've got now, then we can use the fresh water, I don't know, as we go, when we get there. Rinse it out then.
I hate to spoil your washing fun, but we are just about there.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can see it.
Let's take these sails down.
Oh, hang on, we've got... Oh yeah, okay, let's take sails down. Good plan.
This time we have arranged to meet some very kind people who are giving us gas and fresh towels. And most importantly, news about the
I'm not going to see
lockdown.
you unless they got binoculars.
I know. Well, they can see us. They've said they've seen us coming.
I'm sure they see the boat, yeah.
They've seen us already.
Welcome back, Judy and Steve, Andy and Pauline here at Manny's, flying the flag. We've got your gas for you and some bean burgers. We'll see you around at the yacht club in a moment. Well, I won't, but Andy will be there.
We arrived to a fantastic welcoming committee. Just seeing other people is lovely. And they have presents.
You can have me last.
So this is good. Is it because you watched that taste test we did with €1.60 wine? You thought we needed some decent
It's
stuff?
only $2.50 a bottle.
Is it?
It's gorgeous wine.
Fantastic.
I wasn't going to tell you that. I was going to see whether you liked it, and I would have said.
But it's not all good news. Local businesses like Manny's Bar are suffering.
You were saying that you don't think you'll be open this season.
That's the latest news today. The leisure industry will be the last thing to open.
Yeah,
So, we'll see though.
yeah.
Once people start getting cured, it'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. But what about for the people who are here already? I mean, as in, could you open just for locals?
Yeah, just businesses
We
here.
don't know. We don't know. They might do because La Manga's hasn't got any coronavirus.
Yeah.
So we might be lucky in that respect.
Yeah, yeah.
Who knows? Could be in worse places.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
No, you're more than welcome.
In better times, Manny's Bar is the perfect place for a sundowner. But for now, we have to watch where the wind is coming from and avoid the next storm. The red dot is where we usually anchor, and that has good protection from the prevailing northeasterlies. But tonight, the wind is backing to the southwest, so we decide to seek shelter behind Barron's Island. Once we arrive, it's time to connect the gas.
Oh, that's it. Thank you, Andy and Pauline. I hope you've still got some gas at Manny's Bar. It's given me 2 huge gas canisters here, so we've got a whole array now. This is the English one that's empty. The one that we got at the start, the small one's just about empty, but those 2 now, I mean, really doesn't matter if it goes on to autumn. I think we're going to be okay for gas. So that's very good news. What are you doing? You're opening presents, are you? Oh yeah, the
We
tennis
can
racket.
actually go out on
Did
the
we get
island.
balls? Did he give us balls?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Balls. This is fantastic. This is from Ali and Guy.
Yeah.
And towels, fresh towels.
Well, that little bit where we run on the deserted island, we might be able to set up a little.
Good.
thing on there.
And from Tony and Anna, all new friends. Thank you, new friends. Oh, I didn't try and open that. Oh yeah, there we go. I saw this through that lemon curd. I think this is.
Oh.
Wow. And was there some tea? Tea. Thank you.
How did they know?
Thank you.
We're running short of tea.
Well, I love it. And then various other little
Oh,
bits
plum
and pieces
chutney
as
as well.
well. So thank you so much. This is lovely. It's like Christmas. It's just completely brilliant. Excitement. Thank you. Oh,
Our first night here was lovely, but then we chanced a second night. Big mistake. The wind shifted.
This is one of the problems with being at anchor, getting up in your dressing gown at dawn because the wind's got up to over gale force. Go out in the wind. I don't know if you've had to hear me out here. Well, I've got, we're not slipping or anything. I've got about a 5-6 to 1 ratio, but I might as well let a little bit out while we're here. The wind's come round, so we've got a bit of swell as well. You can see we're straining on the edge of the bridle there. So I'll just a little bit more chain out, let the bridle out. I have the bridle on a longer line so that I can do that. I can just let some more out. The strain's taken on the Samson post. Goes through a roller out there. It's well tight.
Like most of the storms we've experienced here, it was over quite quickly, and apart from broken sleep, no harm done. But the next morning, we did decide to move.
Well, the weather's quite a bit better now. It's still a little bit windy, but well, nothing like it was last night. We're going to get the anchor up and go back to our original anchorage spot, which has got 3 or 4 little islands around it, so it's better protected than here. And most important as well, it's easier for us to get to the beach so we can get to the spa. So if we sort of hang out there for the next couple of weeks, that's going to be the plan. Steve's just getting the anchor up now.
So we have got quite a lot of chain now to bring in. I've got to get the bridle off first. I should stop calling it a bridle actually, because I've only got one line out, so it is just a snubber. I only ever use the one line in here because you just get a chop knot as well. So you know, you don't really need to have the bridle to be able to pull the boat round. It's not necessary. So yeah, we get all this done and we get ourselves going.
It was good to get another hour's sailing before arriving back at our regular anchoring spot. All we had to do now is decide how to spend the next 3 weeks.
It's living this day over again, till he gets it right.
Believe it or not, I studied 19th century French poetry.
What a waste of time.
I see you've got Ferrero Rocher. You're not doing enough exercise to indulge in sweeties.
It's the first bit, it's just so wobbly. Better not crash into me.
I'd like a piano lesson, please.
Oh, okay. I'm with a student now, but if you want to come back tomorrow, I can probably...
Well, kind of want to get started. I could give you $1,000.
Come on in.
No, I'm a worse.
I studied 19th century French poetry.
La fille qui j'aimerais.
You speak French?
Oui.
That's a whole bag of chocolates.
Yay!
That's for you because you deserve them.
And I learnt some new tricks too. Okay, maybe just in Photoshop.
What did you do today?
Oh, same old, same old.
Boat jobs are never ending as well. I've got some problems here with the wiring in there. I'm going to go through it with a bit of contact cleaner and just try and clean things up a little bit. It's just been coming a little bit intermittent. I don't know if it's got some salt air in there or something. This is the wiry. It's the thing we've talked about before, which is what we use to get a good strong 4G and Wi-Fi signal in. It's got basically a high gain aerial on top of here, which then goes into this little hub and it can beam it back to make a hotspot inside. In fact, I've got a directional aerial now that gives us a good strong hotspot inside. And it's very good because you can be well offshore and still pick up a 4G signal, which you might not do with your phone. And when we're down below here, because we're sort of below water level down in the saloon, you don't get very good phone and an iPad signals even when you're quite close to shore sometimes. So this does a good job. So just want to make sure that it keeps working well.
We use the 4G every day for our work. Like everyone else in lockdown, Zoom meetings are essential to keep us connected.
So how's things in San Francisco? Got a little bit of a strange mission to do this morning. We've for once got some sunshine and still conditions, which makes it possible because I'm going to have to row for a few miles to get to a local marina here. One of our patrons has a boat, a wooden boat, that was out of the water just before lockdown, and it's been put back in and obviously will be taking on water. There's been some work done on it as well, so he's very worried about it and can't get hold of the marineros. It's quite a small marina he's in, I think. We can't get the boat down, and we really shouldn't be moving the boat around anyway, but you are allowed to work on boats, so I figure if I can row, a mixture of rowing and using the engine, it's too far with the one battery to get there and back, but this gives me a bit of exercise. It'll take an hour or so to get down there, and then just check it out and make sure the thing's not sinking. He's got 3 bilge pumps on board, he says. Just got to make sure they're all working, and obviously shore power's on and all the rest of it, so we'll go and check it out. Didn't fare so well, still on his buoy. Don't know how well this shows up on camera, but bizarrely the water here is completely clear. I know that when it's shallow it looks clear anyway, but I mean here it's about a metre and a half deep, and the other side of Seagull Island, which is where we are, it's about 4 metres deep. It looks like pea soup. Really strange, really clear. Things are getting better here in Spain. Today is the first day that children are being allowed out. They would be locked in the whole time beforehand, couldn't even go out and accompany their parents to the supermarket, but now they're being allowed out for short walks for an hour close to the house with one parent. We've heard then that next weekend as well, the 4th of May, it might be that people from the household are allowed to out together, or the boat. So Judy and I might, for once, be able to go out together and go for a walk somewhere as of next weekend, which will be great. Make a massive difference. So yeah, things are improving. So this is the other side of Seagull Island, the side we don't normally see, and I'm going off down there to try and find Steve's boat in the marina. Hope it's okay. There is a little channel there through to the sea. If we were a small boat, we could get out, we could escape. Well, she's high in the water, so that's a good sign. Looking good. Yeah, she's definitely looking okay. That line's not looking too healthy. Try and replace that with something. There's no water inside. Oh, that's looking okay. A cute little boat. I do like a wooden boat. Okay, so we've got electricity's on, and this is just a pond pump that is put in as an extra. That's working. Back down there. And so look, see where the actual bilge bumps are. Here. Bilge pump here as well. That works. It's not on the automatic one. This would be the automatic one here. Bilge pump 2. Oh, they've got power. Just that mooring rope to sort out then. That'll do. Spare mooring rope. Let's swap this one out. Steve was right about growth as well. I think she might have been put in without anti-foul on. Seems to be a bit there, but it's not horrendous. I'll take the cover off this camera and dip it in the water actually and see exactly what it's like. That's good. I think we can call that mission accomplished. Boat's all fine.
And time for some R&R.
Not quite Wimbledon, I know. Oh, hi. It's going to be a bit odd, isn't it, without tennis?
Yes, yeah, no Pims this summer. We have got this lovely red wine though. Try it. You'll like this. It's
Really?
It's your sort of wine. It's really quite syrupy, quite thick. I like it as well. Yeah.
So this is the wine that Guy gave us.
It is. Yeah, this is Ali and Guy's wine. So well done.
Yeah,
good choice.
Thank you very much. Good choice. Well, we're going to be here for the next few days, possibly even a couple of weeks. We're not sure when we can leave, and the most important thing for us, at least, is knowing that we've got somewhere to go to.
Yeah, we've just got to wait for the restrictions to allow us to sail and to see what ports we can go to. So we'll have a ring round probably next week and see what the situation is. It changes all the time, and it changes region by region, not even country by country. So
keep an eye on the Facebook page if you've got any sort of plans to sail in this area or want to know what's happening here, and we'll try and keep that updated.
Meanwhile, thank you very much for watching and do subscribe.
Yep, thanks for watching.